Right. I think within theory we should be live. I say within theory. Let's just pop this down there. Just so I can sort of see what's what. Okay. I also need to test to see if this works, because I've done some fiddling around with my OBS since my last stream, which I do apologise. I feel like I say this every stream. Sorry for being a bit poo at this sort of thing. Right, is it going to register the fact that I am indeed live? I am indeed apparently live. And my mic's being picked up. That's marvellous. Good. That's all I needed to know. Right. Thank you for the confirmation, Mike. Sometimes I need things to be confirmed by myself to clarify everything, because, you know, I trust things will work, but as I've seen before, things sometimes immediately break without any rhyme and or reason. Right, been a while since I played this. What was I doing? I am the fastest car. I have some development on the way. We have an engine. That's good. We've got sponsors. That's also good. Standings. We're fourth in the drivers. That was right. I was contesting for third in the drivers, and I want to try and get second in the constructors, because Mercedes are a bit too fast for my liking. No activities. Message. We have high cash balance, and there's a development update. How much is Lando? Lando's our teammate, right? Where's the driver market? Where's the boy Lando? He's 92 rated. Even though it's not going to pick him up. Is it just taking him out? Oh, so it's just taking him out, essentially. Right, okay. That's fine. So he costs... Can I not... Oh, wait, contract. Right, so he costs 9 mil. And I have near enough 14 mil. Marvellous. How are you anyway, Mike? I hope you're well. Can I do any R&D? It's DRS upgrade. That's drag reduction. That's drag reduction. Come in for the Mexican Grand Prix. I could do with that coming in for the Mexican Grand Prix. Or I could rush it and potentially get it in for the US Grand Prix. Doing well, that's what I like to hear. Do I risk it for a chocolate biscuit? I do risk it for a chocolate biscuit, yes. Okay. Right. Into the Japanese Grand Prix. I don't think this is going to be good for us. But I have also been wrong in the past. God, it's a lovely Saturday afternoon. Actually, I don't know. I haven't even opened. Let's open my curtain, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's gauge based upon the weather how this Saturday afternoon is, shall we? Ah, soggy, mildly. By the looks of things. Also get some more natural light in this room. There we are. Splendid. Right. To my workstation. Trying to troubleshoot an import media error on Sony Vegas Pro 17. Oh, you're playing around with Pro 17. Nice. We love troubleshooting as well. Had a meeting with these people. High cash balance. Right, we're in a rivalry with Sebastian Vettel as well, but we're on track to win that, which is splendid, marvellous. Let's just get into practice, shall we? I really can't be bothered to worry about any flimming and or flamming. So what, it's not allowing you to import any media? It's an odd error to be getting on a video editor. Just off the back of the bloody Belgian Grand Prix qualifying, that was a cries in Ferrari.
With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement. So give them a try.
There we are. I can go away. Testing at the moment, but Vegas doesn't know the reason for the. Good. That's what you want. That's what you want. Where do I do my setup? Here we go, view the car setup. I would like to load a car setup, please. Yes, that one. 6.5 wings. I think I want to go... See, apparently if you stiffen up the rear of the car, it should help with turn in. It's kind of what I've heard. So if I run like 8.4 and then run that as well... That should apparently help. I really want the front of the car to turn in as well. So let's try that. Because the S section is kind of important around here. Let's get those resource points as well. Checking if it's the file type. Yeah, what file type are you importing? I'd imagine if you recorded a file on Vegas. Yes, check your output file type of your recording on Vegas. Because I know that was an issue for me. I had to change it to MP4. I've got that error on my Vegas 15. Well, had that error rather. I resolved it because, you know. See, what happened there is I went wide and I'm not... This is going to be me relearning the game, I think. For a little bit of it. Oh god, I'm wrapped up in my chair and a cable and it's proving to be an absolute bloody nightmare. Oh yeah, that's it's an MKV file recording from OBS. Yeah, Vegas might not like that. God damn. Come on, Simon. Pay attention to the video game that you're playing. I'll take the green. I've also done some reading about the sound error that we're getting on the engine. So for those of you that have followed this career mode, you should know I was Renault in Season 1 and Mercedes in Season 2. There was an error when the game launched about like engine sounds carrying over. Apparently, once I go into Season 3, I should get the sound of whichever my chosen manufacturer is. So we should be okay.
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
We suck in acceleration zones, but to be honest, that's not new information to us because of like using traction control and being on a pad. You know, that's not new information for us to kind of be a little bit dreadful. Plus, the AI got really good at this track for some reason, and I don't like it.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Take care putting the power down. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, what is going on? I've got like no rear end on the car. Maybe making it firmer at the rear has made it worse. Maybe I need to make it. Maybe I need to make it looser at the end or at the rear. That and it's me riding that pissing curb. It's amazing how inconsistent I am at just turning into a corner. What was going on there? My lord, I'm not redoing the whole thing. Just gonna go to like here. But yeah, no, the rear end is... I'm getting odd frame skips. Something ain't quite right. I've forgotten how to drive on this game. I really have. I'm going to play about with the setup a little bit as well because I've tried to do something fancy out of my wheelhouse and it really isn't working. Riding the curbs at Japan is apparently deadly. Did I also... I had the ERS engaged the whole time. Marvellous. I love how I can be wearing my tyres badly in a straight line. I'm on the racing line and it's like, nope, you're wearing your tyres. That's so frustrating. Why? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Pace is good.
Right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to return to the garage. We're going to undo some of the horrible setup work that I've done. No, we're not going to fast forward the time. Stop. Car setup. Right. Because we've jaffed it is what we've done. I want more front end. I want a looser suspension. You kind of want it to be... I don't know. You kind of want both to just be a bit... Like, you want it to be even. Right.
If you want to know specific information or
Fuel
make certain
management.
changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button.
I need to also amend something that I can see on my screen. But I'll do that momentarily, because I'm already getting irritated a little bit by just this practice session.
Fuel management here, so try to lift and coast going into the corners. Don't be too aggressive on the power, but remember, you still have to beat the minimum lap time.
Part of me wishes I can... I don't even know if I've had like controller rumbling enabled this whole time, but I'm really noticing it now that I haven't actually been playing it. I assume I have had it enabled. No, apparently I've just forgotten how to drive the first sector in Japan, is the problem. Or just all of it, as a matter of fact. Because I'm getting more annoyed at myself with these inconsistencies and these mistakes that I'm making. Oh. Don't know if, like, the weird frame skip is coming across on the stream, but I'm getting it every once in a while. I'm just getting a little bit of stutter. I need to try and now recover some fuel. That's not quite how you're supposed to do that, Simon. We like green. Green's a good score. Quali pace. Now, see, I need to mess with this setup more, because I don't think... I'm going with a balanced setup. I'm actually going to sacrifice some top speed, because there's not really mega long straights around here, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to sacrifice some top speed to try and make the car just a bit better in the first sector, because it doesn't feel right. Something about it doesn't feel right.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
Right. Yeah. We're going to lose a bit of time down the straight. I'm not too concerned about that. Oh yeah, definitely got a bit of a lag spike there. Yeah, no, I'm like 3/10 or so down, so I was really good in the first sector. It's the rest of the lap that's let me down a little bit here. Ignore the corner cut. The corner cut is perfectly legal. Corner cut was fine. Now we've got race strategy. Let's just jump into that, shall we? I think the more balanced setup worked in the first sector. It definitely did on the quali sim at least. You shall not ignore the cut. Look, the cut didn't happen. There's no evidence to prove it. I'll just trim it out of the stream replay, and you know it becomes not a thing. Definitely not using all the track, but the car definitely feels more stable with this increased downforce setup, so that's the one I'm going to carry on using. I wish I could take the Degner. I appear to not be able to get the car slowed down or turned in at the right point. That's case in point there, where I'm still pushing it a lot. That was better. I had to sacrifice quite a lot of speed though. I wonder how I'm going to fare in this race. There's USA, I don't know. That's never really been a great one for me. Mexico's normally pretty good.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Whoa, nearly. Nearly. Once again, I've failed to take the Degner. It's like I just, every lap, I just forget what I need to be doing. That was terrible, but it will do. I braked way too early for the hairpin.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Okay. Yeah, I've definitely solved the first sector issue, because the rest of the lap wasn't really a problem. But yeah, the issue I had in the first sector with the car being unstable just required a bit more rear wing. We're good with that now. I'm still not able to take that corner successfully, apparently twice in a row. I lost so much time there. I think it's just the braking point that I'm struggling with. Oh, it sounds like it's grating along the floor, which to be fair it will be. It's an F1 car. There we are. Program complete. That's what we wanted. Marvellous. Alright, we can now skip to the quality session. Well, momentarily we can.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
And Lando
The
looking
captain,
good.
Hamilton, and Lando Norris. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is...
No, we're fine with that. We're fine with that. Right, let's just quickly... Let's just go with... That's fine. None of that. Beautiful. That's fine. Just need to check a couple of details on the old stream. But we're looking good. Let's simulate qualifying. Therefore, we'll get the rest of our resource points. We love a resource point around here. Look at all of those points. Me and Big Lando. Got my new chair and my new desk on order. Chair should be coming next week. Desk isn't for a couple of weeks. But still, they are on the way. Energy store, yeah, we're going to want to swap that out after this Grand Prix. Right, go into qualifying. We're not going to be messing around here. Okay, right, what do we got? I think we just take a modicum of the fuel out and off we go, right? There's no need to flim and flam about this and any kind of stretch in the capacity. We just sort of get on with it, I guess. Right, go to track. Yes, I'd like to do a flying lap. Very simple. This is where we try and switch it on, but who knows what we're going to be like around here. Now that we're actually all running the same sort of competitivity, that's not even a word. Everyone's got their car turned up, is kind of what I'm getting at here. Oh dear. As far as first qualifying lap attempts go, hasn't started great. I just needed to wait for the front end to come in, which it has. Oh, very close to the grass there, up to the Degners. Scrubbed off a lot of speed. Already multiple areas where I can gain a lot of time on this lap. Or compared to this lap, I would like to say. Quite neat and tidy through Spoon though. 130R, as flat and as fast as we can. Could definitely have done better through the chicane, but slower than Gasly and Ocon by some margin as well. Now I know I can do better though. I know I can do better than that. So I'm not too fussed at the minute. Where did we lose all of our tyres? Bolt on a fresh set of tyres. First sector I know was bad. Middle sector didn't start very well. Final sector, I think we can definitely do better into the chicane. There's definitely a lot of time that we can make up. Is Norris on a lap? He is. Let's go on board with Lando for the last of his lap. Sort of see how he gets on. 31.0 for the first sector. That's similar to me. Now where's he going to be as he crosses this split? 109.4 is well up on me. I think I was like 10.2 when I crossed that split. So he's looking pretty handy. I think that's the fastest middle sector time out of anybody. Norris across the line. P5. Okay. So yeah, we definitely have some work to do, I think. So let's go out again. Try and be a little bit better this time around, I think. Oh, I'm down in 14th at the minute. Yikes. Need to be ahead of that racing point. Need to be ahead of that racing point. We are ahead of that racing point. That is superb. Oh, the understeer kicked in. I had to feather the throttle a little bit.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
We're a couple of tenths up. We're not looking that hot, in all honesty. Going horrifically wide in spoon. Got me a somewhat better exit though. But we're just nowhere. That's certainly not how you take the final chicane by any stretch of the imagination. And that's fast enough for 12th. Christ, that's crap. Just going to be a non-points finish. Unless I can maybe like eke a tiny bit more performance out of the car by not putting any more fuel in it or running it as very low on the fuel as possible. Lando's P5. So my first sector, it's my middle sector. I am losing 0.6 of a second to Lando in the middle sector. 0.6 of a second. Where am I supposed to find 0.6 of a second? That's like 8 years in Formula 1. And cars coming out. I've mistimed this lap horribly, haven't I? I've done it again.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Right, well, I think we can sort of all tell how that qualifying went, can't we?
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look
Good.
at those who will be fronting the grid. Albon, Norris, and Daniel Ricciardo.
Good.
With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event.
Wonderful.
We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Lando P2. We are P14. Excellent. Excellent.
Good day today. Let's have your
Really? Was it now?
What was your teammate's secret to success today?
They're the AI, and the AI are just naturally really better at some tracks than me.
Let's talk about another team.
I don't care about them.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Awesome. Thanks for the chat. The AI are just so much better than the play around here. Like, it's... The frustration is because I play this game on a controller, and I'm not very good at it. So, the frustration comes from I have the traction control on, and the middle sector is just traction zones, and the game really punishes you for using traction control. Like, you lose so much on every traction zone. Like, you see it on the exit of the chicane, and you also see it out the hairpin and on a lot of slow corners, right? And for me, that is just a natural handicap I'm carrying. So I could be faster if I was better, but the problem is to like do it without traction control. I need to practice and be better at the game, and therefore I'd naturally be slowing myself down by doing that, and it's a never-ending cycle. So anyway, it's fine. It is what it is. I'll just have to start 14th and try and make my way up the field. At least Norris will hopefully have a good race. That's all I can really hope for, in all honesty. Right, let's just get this one over with, because I think it's the last, aside from Abu Dhabi, it's the last really poo race of, like, for me, this is the last really, like, bleh. And it's annoying, because I like the track. What about my trucker steering wheel? So it's just a bit of an inconvenience in my current setup to have that wheel set up all the time. That's why when we stopped playing Euro Truck Simulator, I've unplugged it and thrown it across the room. Not thrown, because it's quite heavy and expensive. But with my new desk, I should be able to get that set back up, and it should be a bit more convenient.
Southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Can we talk about Mercedes? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Alexander Albon put in a great lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, and Vettel, Hamilton, Sainz, Fiat, and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Raikkonen, the captain, and Perez, Bottas, Magnussen, George Russell, and Antonio Giovinazzi.
Oh, at least Bottas has got a grid penalty.
Alesi, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close.
Right. Strategy. Now I'm going to take a look at the race director. See, everyone's on softs. Apart from Aitken and Alesi. The Williams are on mediums. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to not fall for the stupidity that the game gives. I am going to edit the strategy. I am going to take the soft tyre to start with. Apparently I don't have a fresh set of softs, but that is absolute manure. And mediums. No, we're going to... Apparently if we start on the soft, it has to be a 2-stop, which isn't the case. The AI are going to make it a 1-stop. They always make it a 1-stop. Because we got screwed last year, and I'm not letting that happen again. Plus, I've mainly given up for this race. We already saw my pace, right? So, I'm also debating about doing a shorter calendar for Season 3. Taking out some of the tracks I really don't like. I think I can do that. I need to figure out how.
Watch the RPM on a full start. We don't want to bog down. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
Yay, conditions look good. Awesome. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me. Right, hopefully that should be about everything as up to temperature as I can get it. The alleged fastest car on the grid though, starting 13th place. Second for Lando, his first front row start I think, in this like my team universe. I think I might only do one race this stream, now that I think about it, now that I look at the time and with some other things that I need to do. So I might do that instead.
Ready with the clutch.
Lights are out and away we go. Raikkonen with an absolute belter, Ocon with a howler, Bottas with a brilliant one, Perez up the inside. I'm going to try and just keep my nose clean. Try and stay ahead of the racing point. I've lost out to Bottas, but I mean that was kind of academic. He is in the Mercedes. Raikkonen on the outside of this corner. Gasly's going wide. Had to get out the throttle a little bit because of Valtteri. Into the Degners for the first time. I'm up the inside of the Mercedes. I forced him out wide, back up into my 13th. Raikkonen's gained a couple places. I'm now going to stick my nose up the inside of Esteban Ocon. Up into 12th. Ocon trying to challenge me up the outside into Spoon. There we are. Push it a little bit out of there. God, I've gone really heavy on the fuel, so I just need to try and burn this in the first stint. First time, of course, driving the car with race fuel on board, and just look at the car ahead, accelerate out of the final corner. That's kind of what I was talking about when I mentioned about traction. I don't think Norris was quite able to grab the lead from the Red Bulls. Oh, that's some dirty air. Car's not behaving quite how I would like it. quite able to fight for the lead. But we are applying a little bit of pressure to Pierre Gasly here. First warning for exceeding track limits. And now Ocon's managed to get past me, which is frustrating because the car just understeered like a bus. Ocon's got so much straight line speed. What the hell is that about? Where's my straight line speed gone? Absolutely. I tried to absolutely send it, and I apologise, Esteban, for the crash. I expected to stay a bit closer to him than that.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
See, that's the problem with running the extra wing. The extra wing has apparently made me very slow in a straight line, and the car just doesn't feel great in these corners and in race conditions. I've got so much under. Why have I got so much understeer? Oh, for God's sake!
Okay, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Okay, the safety car is out. The safety car is out. We need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
I deserve that 5-second penalty for pretty much just driving into the path of Valtteri Bottas, but I don't know what's going on with this car. It doesn't feel right. Like, I know I'm a little bit out of practice on this game, but this car just does not feel like it should.
Times are falling off. We want you to pit in for repairs. Box.
Yeah, I kind of intended to come in for repairs. I think we're probably going to serve my penalty now. And then we'll just catch up to the safety car. Bottas back on soft, so I'm going to go onto hard tyres.
Go.
Stapping on mediums.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. 1 stop left.
Should have put an extra crank front wing on for the hard tyres, but well. I think what I'm going to do is before the next race, because I've now decided I'm definitely doing one stream, or one race this stream. I'm just not. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on with the car. And the problem is, as well, is that you can't really get practice in with this, like, My Team career mode car, because I definitely feel like I'm out of sorts on this game, because it's been a while since I played it. And I'd love to get practicing with how this specific car feels, but I don't know, I just need to get more in tune, I think. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I'm not fast, is what I'm getting at here. Well, I'm not, if I've only got used softs, I'm not stopping again. I'm going to take these hard tyres to the end. I will take them 24 laps if I have to. And I will be a rolling roadblock. Gonna make for a great watch back. Not. And I apologise for how I'm currently feeling. I don't know what it is. I'm just... Oh, my DRS is broke. Good, good. That's funny. It's just one thing after another, isn't it? The reliability of this car, it's falling apart.
There is a fault to the DRS. You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out. Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead. Safety car is in this lap. Safety
Marvellous.
car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Turn it back up. Here we go. While I've got no traction out of here, I'm essentially set for the rest of the race right now, right? So that's what I need to worry about. I just need to worry about keeping my head down, keeping out of trouble, lapping as quickly as I can on this tyre while the field ahead of me gets away. They've all got one stop left, as much as it should indicate they'll be on a two-stop. They're not. They are very much on a one, soft to medium. I really don't want to hit anyone and damage another front wing. But I also kind of want to get a move on here. So if I even want to consider moving forward in this Grand Prix, I mean, Bottas is on fresh softs. Cars ahead will be pitting soon-ish, I imagine.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
I was not paying attention. Yeah, the cars ahead are being held up by that Williams of Aitken. Right, I'm sorry, but that was only supposed to be a move on Bottas, and it ended up trying to be an attempted move on Vettel as well. I'm going to turn my fuel mix down because this track is quite a pain to overtake on. The cars in front of me ain't making any progress against the Williams, and I'm just sitting at the back losing time here, quite frankly. Now Aitken is slipping down the field.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Bottas going to go around the outside of Aitken. That's my second warning for extending track limits. now Vettel and Bias are held up behind the other Williams of Alesi. God, Bottas is trying to make a move there. I'm sorry, Aiken. I'm coming through. You just turned in on me.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
I've lost so much time to like Albon and Norris. It's ridiculous. That's going to be my third warning for extended track limits. No, it's not. I'm impressed I didn't get another warning there. Oh, Vettel slow. Is he going to move across? No, but Alesi is, and I did well to get that slowed down. Oh my lord, that's one of the best overtakes I've ever done. Right, we're now in fresh air. I mean, we're not, but it's behind Bottas, who's going to pull away from me, let's be honest. I can't believe I got the car slowed down there. Couple wheels on the grass and everything. Vettel's got past him as well now. I'm just going to have to accept the fact that Norris is buggering off and he's obviously going to have the best race. So it's all about damage control for me. Points would be nice. $29.3. I'll take $29.3, quite frankly. Hamilton needs to take advantage of this race, if he can, to try and close back up on Valtteri Bottas, who's been, since winning that title in Season 1, has been relatively invincible in this Season 2. Closing back up to some of the cars ahead. I'm just going to turn the engine down just a smidge, save a bit of fuel, because those guys' soft tyres that they've had on since the start of the race are going to start dropping off. Now I do have Sebastian behind, who wanted to make a move into 130R, then thought against it. Wow, cars are carrying on again on the soft tyre. That's brave and a bit silly. Well, Lando's coming out now. He'll get to the end on those tyres. Hopefully so will I, though. On my current hards, Verstappen ahead of Latifi. Bottas has got to try and make the move soon, or he's going to end up with me doing something like that, making him look a bit foolish. Found my rhythm somewhat. And admittedly, this is against cars whose tyres are basically dead. But hey, it's not something I'm going to complain about. Right, I need to try and get some slipstream off Latifi here. Save my minimal bit of ERS that I have left. Oh my god, he's slow on the brakes. I was going to say, please tell me he's coming in. Which he did.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Right, and there is Albon, who is of course going to try and go to the end of this motor race. Which I am also trying to do. Ahead of me is Max Verstappen, who I imagine is going to change the soft tyres at the end. And ahead of him is Daniel Ricciardo, who is also on soft tyres, so I imagine will be pitting soon as well. Apparently that's the fastest first sector of the race so far. .28.9.
You'll be on the mediums.
Marvellous. Also, I will not be on the mediums because I don't plan on pitting again. Ricciardo must have put on a fresh set of soft tyres. There's no way he went another lap. So I thought Stroll was pushing it, and quite frankly, he was. Anyway, I'm going to turn this down now before I forget. Whoops, that was definitely a corner cut.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Can't believe I just made that mistake. That's frustrating. Rode that curb a little bit. No, Ricciardo was doing genuinely that well on that set of soft tyres. Very impressed. Very impressed. Bottas in, so there's my penalty for exceeding track limits, even though that was frankly slower, which is frustrating because it was a genuine mistake. It's not me trying to extend the track to go faster. Of course, the stewards won't see it that way. Excuse me. The extra drag that I am carrying. Look at how much time it's worth to like Norris and Albon. They are catching me hand over fist, and I've braked way too early for the chicane. But thankfully, when Norris catches me, I'm going to allow him through, and I'm going to hold up Alex Albon. I'm going to play the team game here, because I'm the one with the penalty, and I'm the one who screwed up my own race. Ergo, it doesn't make sense for me to get in the way of Lando. How worn are my tyres? My tyres are absolutely fine. Can 100% do the rest of the race on these tyres. It's all not going too badly, in all honesty. Right, we have gained a net race lead. Of course, we're not going to be here very long, because provisionally, of course, we are third at the moment due to my penalty. Right, here they come. I'm going to make this as easy as possible. Go on, Lando. Synchronised swimming by the Incompetent Racing Grand Prix cars. He's going to have to get out of that. I thought so. Of them balls that are by running wide. Oh, that was a complete accident. I did not mean to take out Alex Albon there. That's going to be the new meme. It's me taking out Alex Albon rather than Lewis Hamilton. Couldn't believe the dirty air I was getting off the back of my own teammate when I tried to retake like the racing line into turn 2. The front end just would not stick. Front end won't stick now. I ain't even got, like, I can't even use dirty air as an excuse there because it won't stick. So this is where George Russell retired, right? Yeah. His car on the left, his Haas. So I do have the measure of the other cars through the first sector, which is nice. So much so that I've just set a personal best. Front end scrubbing. Let's utilise some of this mighty power. Hamilton's encroaching on me. Remember, we got a 3-second time penalty for extending track limits due to a small mistake I made a few laps ago. Me really pushing it outside curb at turn 1. That's essentially where we got our penalty. Did I just murder a man? Yes, I did. I don't know how far back you are, Mr. Liberator. But yes, a couple laps ago, I might have committed a small murder. Yes. Oh, you had to go back and rewatch it. Yes. Yeah. No, that I think I killed him. I think Alex Albon might be dead. I also think Lewis Hamilton is very much within, or getting very close to being within, my 3-second penalty. I fully expect him to actually close into it as my tyres wear out a bit, because his are fresher than mine.
Overtake and burn some of this energy.
Okay, yeah, so Hamilton's within the 3 seconds. He took the chicane really well, though. I'll give myself credit there. He took the chicane very well. Pushing the car. Oh, front end didn't bite. Oh, and then it did. That was very nearly an accident. I want to make sure that Lando's not got to pit again. I don't think he will.
Lando ahead, gap to car in front is 2.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 28.8. You're dropping back laps each lap.
Alright, so nothing about pitting. What about the driver behind?
Our gap behind is 2.7 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 10 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:28.6.
Yeah, so he's closing in on me. And also, currently faster than Lando. Which is mighty interesting. Now, what I do want to know is... Apparently this has been updated. There we go. Apparently that has now updated. So Jeff's does give you right championship standing. Kvyat and Leclerc are battling, which is perfect because when it does come to my penalty being applied, hopefully any time they can cost themselves and not gain within 3 seconds of me, that would be great. How are my tyres looking? Not brilliant, but we're going to ignore that. Alex Albon, does anyone remember him? I think I killed him a few laps ago, to which I still sincerely apologise. It was definitely not intended to commit such a murder. Bottas is having a stinker of an afternoon as well, given the fact that I also hit him when I lost my front wing.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
That's the best I've taken the first sector in forever. Albon's still charging around. You know what, we'll crank it up to Rich just for the rest of this lap, just so I can set a personal best. Since I've got a personal best left in me, I might as well go for it. We took the chicane horribly, but... hey, personal best lap of the race, we'll take it. Marvellous. 4 laps to go if you include the one I'm on. Oh, and Albon's out.
Caution. The safety car is out.
Ah.
Keep an eye on the delta.
That's not good.
Positive to avoid a penalty.
That's not good. We've got a 3-second penalty.
Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative.
That's going to bunch the whole field up, and I'm not going to have time to gain 3 seconds on anyone.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Why are they suggesting a strategy change? No. I'm not going to pit. Man, that sucks. This doesn't need a safety car. I'm only saying that because it's going to cost me 2nd place, or 3rd place rather. I'm not going to get 3 seconds. I'm not going to get points. You know what, yeah, give me...
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Look, let's be honest. I'm going to lose out anyway, right? Let's just pit, fit the soft tyres. Fit the soft tyres, and I might be able to do something in the last 2 laps. Manslaughter at the most? Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know. I'm not going to get 3 seconds ahead of anyone. At least on the soft tyre, I might do something.
Go now.
I'm not going to be ahead of science. I thought I might be. That's frustrating.
No more scheduled pit stops.
By the time the safety car comes in, that was probably a massive mistake, but by the time the safety car comes in, there's probably many of you sitting there going, why did I just do that? And you're right, why did I just do that? I don't know, quite frankly. But to be honest, by the time everyone catches up, it's going to be like, yeah, look. There's no way in 2 laps I was going to pull 3 seconds on anyone. At least, with the soft tyre on, I might be able to do something. Because surely the safety car is going to pit in at the end of this lap, right? Surely. Surely. And it'll give me 2 laps of a fresh, not a fresh, but a fresher soft tyre.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety
And I can try and do something. I will get points this race. That I will get. It's just how many is the question.
Green flag, we're racing again.
DRS, of course, not going to be a concern. That is science dispatched.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake bubble and see what you can do.
I'm going to go for an almighty dive into the hairpin. I'm sorry, but Verstappen, but I am coming through Monfrendo. Norris still leads, thankfully.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Not sure what have I got. I've got loads of fuel. I can go until the end in rich mix. That's fine. Danny Kvyat for AlphaTauri is currently on for a podium.
This is your final lap of the race.
That is literally the last thing I needed to do, and I've gone and bloody done it. Oh. I could have been past Ricardo. That's so frustrating. My front end just... Frustrating race. Yeah, I would have found this race much easier to stomach without that late race safety car. Because I'd have at least got 3rd. I don't think I'd have deserved 3rd, but I'd have got it. Now I'm going to get 10th. No, I'm not, because Bottas is there. I don't think I'm even going to get 10th. Literally every tenth of a second I can maximise out of here. Lando Norris wins, and I get... point. I got 2 points. Take them all out. That would have been an idea. That would have been an idea. Frustrated.
There's a few disappointed faces up and down the pit wall after that one, but not here. They secured a phenomenal victory.
But hey, at least Lando won, right? I can take a bit of solace in the fact that Lando Norris is a Grand Prix winner.
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to
It
say
did.
exactly what
That safety car did change the race. Not the first one. Well, I mean, the first one changed the race, absolutely. But the second one definitely changed it because I was due for third. Oh, it was going to be a first and third.
That's for sure.
I'm so annoyed by that. It's just, oh, this game's obsession with, oh, there's been an engine failure. There needs to be a safety car. Like, George Russell's, right, was at turn 1 where the cars are doing 200 miles an hour. No safety car. Alex Albon's was in a place where the cars are doing 80 miles an hour. Full safety car.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how
And apparently I'm 10th.
Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of
Whatever.
a knock today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Esteban Ocon. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed. It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his
The game's
standards.
apparently shitting itself.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
I mean, not as many as I could have done, but sure, something about the power advantage.
Your teammate took the #1 spot. Does that make you happy or jealous?
Of course I'm happy. Like, it's a win for him is like a
Your
win for the
teammate had a
team.
Great race today and was rewarded with a podium.
D- is
Do you have
this...
any comments on the
Sure, it was... Why do I get the same question?
What's your teammate's secret to success
The
today?
third question, the great use of the aero package.
Great. Well,
I
that's
think the
everything.
game is having a moment, in all honesty. Anyway, 3 points to Vettel's 2 in the rivalry. We hit our objectives, though. I like the fact that we hit a lot of our objectives. 1.2 million in the bank. There's no point in dwindling or whatever on those.
Our margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
Did one of my things fail? I think one of my things failed. Yeah, we had a failure. Major tyre wear. Alright, bang that on the car. And then hopefully... activities. Right, so we have 9 days. Well, we're going to do some weight training for Norris. We'll do some... let's do some aero team building. That takes me to 8 days. Let's do a funded team event away, and then we've got like 1 day before the Grand Prix weekend. I like that idea. We need to put a new energy store in the car for the last 4 races. We'll run this engine for the next one, and then we've got rounds 20, 21, and 22 on the 4th engine. Right, okay, marvellous. And my downforce upgrade came on. So is this one going to...
I know we were expecting some new developments to come.
Should have known that one was going to fail.
Failed the quality control. Make
Should have
sure the
figured that one was going to fail.
via the R&D screen.
Ah, well, it'll be in place for Mexico. That's fine. We'll get that back on the car. Lovely. Alright. So we've got 17 million. I kind of want to get a bit more on the durability side of things, because I think from a driver perspective, like, will I be on Discord later? I will indeed be on the Discord later, yeah. Yeah, I'll be on Discord later. I'll be on Discord probably in a little bit, because I'm not doing a second race this stream. I've just seen the time, and I've got a few things that I need to sort out, so I might be on in a little bit. I don't know when, but I will be on Discord later, yes, absolutely. Right, so I need to get a few things done in relation to the durability department because, quite frankly, I've seen some drivers actually want durability for their car. Stupid, I know. They should just be fast, right? But no, seriously, they want like a Spec 2 durability facility. So I'm thinking we do that, and we do that, and we do that, and we do that. Marvellous. Okay, and now we can't afford Lando, but by the end of the season, we will definitely be able to. Where are we looking at in regards to our sponsors? Right, so we've got 4 days left on Atlantic. So I think after the next race, we can have a look at that. And then we've got 25 days on Neon and Suju. So, okay, cool. So we are 3rd in the Constructors. We can try and chase down Ferrari. We're 5th in the Drivers. Lando is 6th. So, yeah, okay. Okay. It's all looking mighty okay. Marvellous. Right, okay. Right, let me just edit this here, because quite frankly, this is not Japanese Grand Prix. I'm just going to put Japan. Marvellous, that'll do. And then part 24, Japanese Grand Prix. Because to be fair, what that should now do, if I save that, there we go. What that will now mean is that hopefully we can do USA and Mexico in one stream, and we can do Brazil and Abu Dhabi in one stream. That ideally will be the plan. Hopefully I'll be live again tomorrow after the Formula 1. I think that would be a good time to go live to try and do a couple races, because I really need to be getting on with something I've kind of been procrastinating on. So thank you for everyone that joined and watched and viewed the video on demand and all that lovely stuff. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment any feedback down below, and of course subscribe if you want to be kept up to date with the content coming to the channel. Frustrating one, it went from car not looking like it was on the pace to having a crash early in the race, which then meant actually we could have clawed our way back to a podium finish, and then a late race safety car kind of stopped that from happening. But you know, is what it is. We've got 4 races left in the season. Let's try and get P3 in the drivers and P2 in the constructors. That's what we can focus on next time. Other than that, thank you again. Goodbye. Stay safe. All that fun stuff.